Okay. Starting my rest day in Viana do Castelo, I just had breakfast. I walked to the pharmacy and I got some feet care stuff. I got some uh, antiseptic spray, um, some water, and swabs. Unfortunately, I already have decided that I will be quitting the Camino tomorrow. It's disappointing, but it's out of my control. I woke up this morning and I was already nervous about it yesterday, but I woke up this morning and I took my bandages off my blisters and I smelled rancid cheese. And I guess I'm just not willing to risk losing a toe or anything. So I'm just gonna get back home, see a doctor in Amsterdam, and try again next year. I'm honestly not even so disappointed because I feel like just in these short few days that I've been walking, I've already learned so much about myself, and I think I already got some of the lessons that I wanted to get out of walking this Camino. Um, it is extremely disappointing to not make it to Santiago, but I'm not beating myself up over it. I'm not the first pilgrim to quit, and as they say on the Camino forums, the Camino is not for everyone. I do think it is for me, but I just had the wrong shoes. I'm not a sporty person. I've never hiked before, and I made the mistake of not getting my shoes professionally done for me. I just did research online on my own. So if there's anything that I can recommend to other people, it's definitely go to a store and get fitted for the correct size shoes for the activity that you're doing. The shoes that I have they're either just too small or they're too narrow or something. I did have a podiatrist make special insoles for me, and those are fine. It's just they don't fit properly within the shoe. But I've learned a lot about myself on this trip. I realized how much I like vlogging, so I think I'm gonna keep doing it once I get back home to Amsterdam. And I'm traveling a ton this summer, so I think I'll actually upload some vlogs about when I go to Greece, when I go to California, when I go back to Portugal again. So yeah, I learned something about myself that this hobby is really fun for me, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I've dreamed ever since I was a little kid, being a YouTuber. So I'm just gonna be a YouTuber for fun. Um, so I learned that about myself on this trip. I also learned that there's a lot of value to knowing when to quit something. Like there's one side of it where you really need to know when to push yourself, because if you don't push yourself outside of your comfort zone, it's just you kind of just feel stagnant and unfulfilled. But you also need to know when to quit. And I think there's a ton of value in knowing when to quit something. I could just sit here and be like, oh, my blisters are not so bad. Let me just buy a new pair of sneakers and let's just keep going. At the risk of getting a severe infection and getting a fever and then being unable to even get to an airport home. I'm just not willing to risk that right now. This was a personal journey for me to learn about myself. It was not meant to be physically tasking to the point of horrible injury. And I'm just not willing to get to horrible injury. And I think most people will agree with me there. This is a personal thing. Yes, it's disappointing I didn't make it to Santiago, but I learned a lot about myself already in this short week. And I really look forward to my next attempt. I loved this. If I had the right shoes, I think I would be blazing along to Santiago. Because I love walking. I really do. Out of all of the sports that there could be done, walking and yoga are my favorite. So this pilgrimage really aligns with my fitness goals. I just have the wrong shoes. So quitting says nothing about my self-worth. It says nothing about my mental toughness. It also says nothing about who I am as a person. It doesn't mean that I'm a quitter. All it says about me is that I'm a horrible picker of shoes And I didn't do enough preparation on the shoe front and on the feet care front. I didn't have any antibiotic ointment. I didn't have any ointment. I had nothing except a few band-aids and some tape. So quitting this Camino says nothing about me other than that I'm not good at foot care. But this is a great opportunity for me to learn from this, get the right shoes, break them in properly, and then try again next year. The alarm in the hotel is going off. Yeah, looking forward to getting home, seeing my kitties. Also looking forward to vlogging the journey today and tomorrow as well. I really like this vlogging. Even if no one watches it, there's just something really therapeutic for stream of consciousness vlogging. Just talking through things, because even if it just shoots into the void, at least you just release it from your psyche and you feel lighter. Maybe that's why therapy is so good. But there's also something like talking to an audience. It's almost like you feel like you have a group of people supporting you. And that feels really nice. This scared the shit out of me. This also scared the crap out of me. What the heck? Why did they use these hyper-realistic looking dummies? It's scary. It's like some Doctor Who level stuff. I just got scared again. Look at this. It's like some jump scare shit. Like, what the hell? Why? That's freaking terrifying. It's terrifying. This is absolutely unhinged. The most unhinged museum I think I've ever been to. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Who thought this was a good idea?